So I'm in my own clan chat on this fine Tuesday morning, and suddenly I get a message saying you've left the channel, and I did not do this. And this is the clan chat ownership account. You see I have the key here. What happened was there was around 50 of us in the clan chat, and suddenly everyone got removed from the clan chat. So I rejoined, and there was like one person in here. And I don't know what happened. I guess there was a clan chat glitch where everyone just got removed. Everyone is able to rejoin, but I don't know why that happened. I guess it's part of the recent clan chat glitch that's been happening recently. I know the main issue has been people have been booted while they are changing worlds, but I've never seen that before. Apparently this was just a side effect of them trying to fix the clan chat issue. The good news is that the next day they actually did fix the main clan chat issue that's been going on for months where you can't rejoin when hopping worlds. So that is very good news. If you were booted from the initial bug of everyone getting kicked out, you can rejoin my clan chat. I didn't mean to kick you or anything. That was just an error on the system's part. So I posed another poll question recently here, and if you're not sure where to find this, this is in the community tab of my channel, which is a nice little new feature on YouTube if you haven't seen it. Thank you for 13,000 subscribers, by the way. That's really cool. The question was, if you could only play one video game for the rest of your life, which do you pick? And the funny thing about this question is the choices are RuneScape Classic and RuneScape 3. So of course most of my viewers are old school RuneScape players, and I think most of you guys, if I asked you, this afternoon what game do you want to play of these two games, you'd probably want to go with RuneScape Classic, but I'm actually surprised that 57% of people said that even if it's the only game you can play for the rest of your life, they would still pick RuneScape Classic over the 43% that said RuneScape 3. And I was kind of shocked by that because think about it, you can only play one video game for the rest of your life. What if you live 80 more years or something? You're really going to run out of things to do in RuneScape Classic very quickly. Maybe after a few years, you max XP, max everything. You can get the best gear, finish the quests, and you're going to have nothing left to do within a few years. Whereas RuneScape 3, sure, I don't understand RuneScape 3 very well. I don't really get it. I log on, I don't know how to get to Varrock, but I think there's a lot more to do in RuneScape 3. Go for pet drops. There's a lot more skills, mini games, and all that it would definitely be worth it to play RuneScape 3 and learn that game over playing RuneScape Classic for the rest of your life. Definitely very mixed responses to this, so let me know what you think in the comments. It's kind of an interesting topic from the old school player's standpoint. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering how I got this footage, this is from an older video from the final few days of RuneScape Classic, and why I think it should not have been taken down, unfortunately. If you want to see this video, I'll put it in the end screen. Hey guys, it's AndrewAJT back for another video for you guys, and today I have a very strange video idea for you guys. 10 items that you cannot get back, meaning that once you lose these items, or if you don't make a copy for yourself, you can never get them back on your RuneScape account. And you may notice I have a lot of weird things in my inventory. For some reason, I've always thought quest items were kind of cool and unique, and there's a lot of interesting ones, and I, for some reason, have a tab of them in my bank. Here's a number of them. For example, the 10th squad sigil. You don't need this item after the quest is complete, but I always thought items like this look kind of cool, so why would you not want to keep a copy? Of course, it's not really very good for your bank space, but some of these items you actually cannot get back if you don't make a copy for yourself or if you get rid of them after the quest. So this video is going to play out similar to my top 10 videos, but I'm not actually going to rank the items because they're not particularly useful. They're just very cool cosmetic items. But you might find this video useful if you're doing the quests right now and you want to make sure you know what items you have to keep if you do want to hold on to these items like I do. And it's possible Jagex could make these items obtainable again in the future. They've already done that with items such as Beads of the Dead, I think. You used to be able to not get that back, and now you can. But as of right now, I'm pretty sure it's not possible to get any of these items on the list back after certain circumstances have occurred. One example that's not even part of the 10, but just to give you an idea what I'm talking about, is the sigil from the Shadow of the Storm quest. You use this item to summon the final boss, and obviously once the quest is completed, there's no need to do that anymore, so you cannot make another one of these, but if you want one, you're out of luck. So number 10 on the list is the Fishing Pass, and this is a item from the Fishing Contest quest, and what it basically allows you to do is to get into this fishing area. This is a pretty fun quest. It's about like a vampire fishing contest crossover, if that makes any sense. If you try to get into this area without the pass, you have to say, oh, I don't have one, and he doesn't let you pass. But if you have the fishing pass, you can go right in. And if you complete the quest, you can no longer get a fishing pass, and you can never ever get one back, and that means you cannot get into this area, which is kind of crazy actually that, oh wow, there's dragon nibbling. It's kind of crazy that you cannot go to an area anymore after the quest is completed if you drop an item. I could actually really screw myself here. If I dropped this fishing pass in here and then I left, I wouldn't be able to go get it back. Maybe I could run to the bank and grab telegrab runes or something, but I don't want to even try that. Number 9 on the list is kind of weird. It's the silver necklace from the murder mystery quest. In this quest, you have to collect a lot of items as evidence, and it turns out you can actually equip one of them. So the Anna's barrel there, it actually lets you get a necklace from it, and this is it, the silver necklace, and this is used as a piece of evidence in the quest, and it's actually a unique silver necklace, and there's actually 2 versions. There's a version that you get from the barrel, and there's a version that you coat with flour, and you can see here the examine is different for both of them, so I have both versions. And normally at the end of the quest, this item is taken from you, but what you can actually do is drop the item on the floor. So you would just kind of take either one of these and drop them, and then finish the quest, and then you can pick them back up, and that's the only way you can keep the item. Otherwise, it's taken from you, but it's kind of nice to keep it because it is a nice little cosmetic silver necklace. Number 8 on the list is the Carnelian Armor, which is obtained during the Hazel cult quest, and this is a plate body which looks identical to decorative armor, but it actually does have a small use. If you're a 1 defense pure, this gives you stats similar to the iron plate body, while giving no negative stats, including no negative mage bonus. So if you're a pure, you actually might want to stock up on these. Back when I did the quest like 6 years ago or something, I got a lot of these. You can use the drop trick to get more. And there's also a similar item which you can get if you choose the other path in the quest, and that's the Hazel's Mark, which actually looks really cool. I wish you could get these back. And for whatever reason, if you try to get these back after the quest, it's impossible. If Jagex is going to update any of the items on the list and make it so you can get them back, I think these 2 would be a very good option because this one is actually somewhat useful. Number 7 on the list is probably one of the most iconic items in RuneScape, and this is Silverlight. I actually have the dark version here. So you get Silverlight from the Demon Slayer quest, which is probably one of the first quests that most people complete. And in the Shadow of the Storm quest, you can dye it, which I have the version of here. And once you complete the quest, you get Darklight, which is like the stained version, and this is more stats, and this also has the special attack. It's actually a useful item. But you cannot get the original Silverlight back. And if you try to get it back, basically he will only give you Darklight, which is unfortunate because it means you can never get the silver or black one back. I actually think the dyed Silverlight looks better than Darklight. I mean, look how cool that looks. And then look at this weird color here that just doesn't really look very good. I can understand, though, why you can't get the original Silverlight back, because that makes no sense. It's supposed to be that the sword is permanently turned into Darklight, so it would kind of be like a sequence break if you can get Silverlight back. So just make sure you make a copy of maybe the dyed one and also the original silver one before you do Shadow of the Storm. I had a theory that maybe if you went onto a free-to-play world, you can get Silverlight back, because Darklight is obviously a members item, but it doesn't work. It gives you this little message, so let me actually pick up my original Silverlight before it disappears. One quick note about the Silverlight, if you want to keep the original, and the reason I probably don't have it is because when you dye Silverlight in the quest, Shadow of the Storm, it'll actually eat all of the original Silverlights in your inventory. So make sure you drop the Silverlights first before you dye the sword, and that way you can pick them back up and keep them. I probably didn't do that, so that's probably why I only have the dyed one here. Number 6 is the Blue-Rit Sword from the Knight's Sword quest. This is a sword that you actually craft yourself, and you hand it in at the end of the quest, but you actually can make your own copies during the quest only, which you can keep. So this is a very cool sword because it's held up in a way that no other sword is. It's also a decent weapon if you're fresh off Tutorial Island. It gives a decent slash and defense bonus there, which is not too bad if you're very new to the game. It could be a good starter sword. Number 5 is all untrimmed skill capes. So when you get a 99, you can obviously buy a skill cape. And then when you get a second 99, all of your skill capes will automatically be trimmed, giving it the prayer bonus. But I believe you can actually keep an untrimmed cape by like dropping it in free-to-play or something and then telegrabbing it. I'm not sure how you actually do it because I've never done it before, but if you don't do that, you cannot get the untrimmed one back. There's no reason to keep the untrimmed one other than some people like it for the appearance. For example, if you just wanted the pure red attack cape, you would need to keep the untrimmed one. Number 4 on the list is the Plague outfit from the Sheep Shearer quest, which is everyone's favorite. So this outfit allows you to go into this little area here, and if you don't have it, you can't go in. So once you equip it, you can go in, And there's actually another item which you cannot get back if you don't have this outfit, so it's kind of like a snowball effect. You can get this cattle prod here, and this gives actually some very minor stats, which you can see here, not much significant stats there. The Plague outfit is very similar to the Mourner outfit, which you can get back. The only difference is that the Mourner outfit doesn't have the gloves built in, so notice my hands here, and then if I equip the Plague jacket, it has gloves built in. And this is actually a real thing, because if you try to equip gloves while wearing the Plague jacket, it doesn't let you. It actually says you can't wear those on top of this protective jacket. This is one of the only items in the game that actually occupies more than one slot at once, which is really, really weird. Number 3 on the list is the Crystal Pendant, which you can get during the Regicide quest. Normally this is taken from you, but you can drop trick to get an extra one for yourself to keep, but not after the quest is completed. This is a cosmetic amulet which doesn't serve much use. However, it actually is interesting because it shares the same graphics as 2 other amulets, which is pretty insane. It gives you an idea of how limited developmental resources they had back then when they were making these quests, but they still somehow managed to do an amazing job. So it looks identical to the Galariel's amulet from the Waterfall quest, which also doesn't give stats. It also looks identical to the Gnome Amulet, which you get as a reward from the Tree Gnome Village quest. Just because I don't know when I'm ever going to talk about the Gnome Amulet again, I do want to say that this item is very underrated. You can get this item on your first day of playing RuneScape, and it gives you stats that are defensively very similar to the Amulet of Fury, which is kind of underrated in my opinion. The second to last item on the list is the Bow Sword from the Devious Minds quest. I actually have a full video of me doing this quest up on YouTube from 2014. You can notice the Untrimmed strength cape there. I don't remember why I made a video of this quest in particular. It's not like I have a lot of quest videos, but I think there wasn't a lot of guides for this quest back then, and I just uploaded this as a reference if anyone needed it. This is a very, very cool item because in theory you could use it as a 2H sword and a bow at the same time, but you can't actually use it in the quest, you just have to give it away, and I don't think you can make a copy for yourself either. You can't wield it, you see the message earlier, it doesn't let you, and you have to give it away right here, so you can't keep it. But they should definitely make a sequel to this quest where you can make your own, maybe with like a Dragon 2H sword or a God sword, because this sounds like it could be a sick hybrid weapon. If you do try to make your own after the quest is complete, you are greeted with this message, and you cannot make it. So the final item on the list, which is also my personal favorite, is from the Legends quest. This is a weapon used to kill an evil spirit in a haunted dungeon, which you think would make it very powerful, but it's actually not. This is the Dark Dagger, and this is actually one of the weakest items in Old School RuneScape. It gives 5 stab bonus and 0 strength bonus, making it probably the weakest item in the game aside from fun weapons. It looks super cool though, it's kind of unique, there's nothing really that looks like it. If you wear this, you'll probably get a lot of questions as to what it is. There's also a glowing variety of it, which I do not have, but both of these items cannot be reobtained after the quest, sadly, so make sure you hold on to one. It's also like 2-dimensional, like look at that, if you get the right angle there, it's completely 1 pixel wide, which is kind of cool. Definitely a very nostalgic weapon from the Legends quest, and I'm glad that I still have one on my account. So while making this video, I found a lot of these old Reddit posts where people are asking why can't we get these items back after the quest, or maybe they're not aware of that and they're asking if it's possible. So I'm definitely not the first person to inquire about this. But this guy in particular, Notes Peon, he has a post on how you can keep the glowing dagger from the Legends quest, and he actually has a really specific method. I'll put this in the description if you want to do this yourself, but you have to kind of do 2 parts of the quest at once, and if you do that correctly, you could keep a single glowing dagger for yourself, which looks very, very cool. I definitely wish I had one, and if I ever do this quest again, I'm going to make sure to do this. Apparently, it's still possible to get the glowing dagger if you have a dark dagger after the quest has been completed. You need someone who hasn't finished the quest to go and spawn Vyeldi, and then you use the dagger on him, and it converts it to a glowing dagger. However, you lose the dark dagger in the process, obviously, so make sure you have both daggers if you want before the quest is completed. So that's going to do it for our list. Let me know if you guys have any ideas of other items that I maybe should have included that you can't get back. I definitely think Jagex should update some of these items so you can retrieve them. I see no need for these items to be permanently lost, but in the meantime we'll just have to be extra careful about keeping a copy for ourselves. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was kind of unique. I always like talking about these weird little things on RuneScape that not many people know about, so if you guys want to see more videos like this, or if you have any suggestions, leave a comment down below. Definitely leave a like as well if you enjoyed this video, that really helps out the channel. You can subscribe if you haven't already and click the bell to get notifications whenever I upload a new video every Tuesday. You can join my clan chat, AndrewAJT62, that'll be up on screen. You're invited to join that, just my general PvM, PvP, discussion, or anything goes type of clan chat. You can also join the Discord down below, even if you can't join the clan chat. You can follow me on Twitter down below for updates. I'll follow you back if you play RS. You can follow me on Twitch down below. I might be planning another RuneScape Boss Mass live stream soon. If you want to support the channel even further, you can consider supporting me on Patreon with the link in the end screen. Even a small monthly contribution can really help out. And finally, you can check out more of my top 10 videos with my playlist in the end screen. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next Tuesday.